to Spirit Knocks for Brooklyn Mosaic. So today I wanted to talk about a few terms that I think you should familiarize yourself with, because you will be hearing them throughout this journey, and you'll probably be like, well, what does this mean? I've never heard this term before. I'm unfamiliar with it. Just know that most likely you are familiar with the term. You've probably been doing this thing or experiencing this feeling the whole time and didn't know that it had a name, right? Or you've been looking for a way to describe what you're dealing with. This is where these terms come in and why they're important. So I'm going to share them with you. And I really encourage you to do your own research, because these things will be incorporated into your spiritual journey or your spiritual practice differently, right? Because we're all very unique individuals with amazing abilities and gifts. And I'm just going to run through the list so you can jot them down. I'll make sure I take my time so that you all are able to keep up. One of the things, the most important, is to know that there are other religious practices, spiritual practices, and you may just be trying to figure out where you fit in. So we're going to cover terms as well as phrases that you should be familiar with. So, like I said, religious practices and names that may be used to refer to the Creator, right? For me personally, I say the divine, the Creator, the omnipotent, omniscience, omni-universe. So people may say other things, right? So be familiar with that, because my mindset is that he, the bigger divine masculine, divine feminine, goes by many names, but there is only one. Okay? So keep that in mind. Also, when referring to the earth, you may hear the term Gaia, spirit versus soul, religion versus spirituality, karma and karmic cycles versus twin spirits, divination and readers and divination tools, about labeling your abilities. There's so many clairs: clairvoyant, claircognizant, clairsentient, clairopulent, clairauspient. I'll make sure I'll put that in the description. But that refers to being able to smell things when spirit is around you. For me, it's a profound smell of cigarette smoke. There's also times when people will say they taste metal or they have a weird taste. That's also a clair. Identifying your spirit team and what that means to you. Spirit guides, ascended masters, ancestral connections, celestial connections, Atlanteans, Mayans, ancient Egypt, Kemet. Knowing how you are affected by the planetary activity and how that relates to your journey. Past lives and Akashic records. Understanding secret symbols or ancient symbols, sacred geometry, the power of the Ankh, the emerald tablets, the Kabbalion, knowing literature that you should be familiar with during this journey. And I could go on, but I could never exhaust this list. There's just so much. As I discover, I will definitely share with you. We'll even do a separate video and maybe an episode on talking about books that you may want to have in your file, right, in your library during this journey. So we'll get into that as well. But I do hope that you find these terms helpful, that you have out your journal, because I told you all to get a journal from the very beginning for your spiritual journey, to write down your dreams and ideas and things that you may want to bring to fruition. When you look back on that, you will be grateful that you were documenting. I hope you find this helpful. Be sure to go over these terms and terminology. Feel free to rewind the video, play it as many times as you need to. I'm here for you, and it's always a pleasure. Thank you for joining me for Spirit Knox for Brooklyn Mosaic. Blessings.